They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Jacobs brought him
there for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And right away he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Titans nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Quickly completed to the right flat. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
But that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give them even better starting position. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Steps away. He'll fire one. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And give him a gain of 37. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Titans nothing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier. Was bidding for a 2nd. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun is Minshew, rolling to his right. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
A quick toss outright. They lost 2, and it brings up 4. Could have gone with a ground game there. Opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying it. In this case, he didn't make anyone miss out on the perimeter. Got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And brings up 4th down.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. It's caught left side by John Brown. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A punt of 42, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Derrick Henry, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Check. Switch. Deep. Check 3.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Through an opening, and there he goes.
Come on and get it.
Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
16 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run.
The Wildcat.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Looking for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
17, DJ Chark.
DJ Chark hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 17, Titans 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously with the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
We got 4.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
5-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Come on, let's go. 44, Mike, 44. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Again, Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To the air again, Tannehill. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Out of the end zone. It's now 4th.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McCann's kick up and good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
The tackle made by Kevin.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Down, 50, clear.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking long for Wentz. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Number 12,
D.D. Westbrook. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
We got 3. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Check safety. Check safety.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 21. And again this time for the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They can call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Complete.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
3 yards on the play.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. But now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
And it's third down.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Here's Minshew. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Tight end right. You got 3 down. Shit, watch the shit.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing again is Tannehill. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now right away, he'll look to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20.
You're going to make everything
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Complete.
D.D. Westbrook. 77 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Titans 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the default, and they were more than ready for it.
They got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
I'm here all day.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
By the Jaguars.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me?
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it now. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. He's at the 40. 20. 10.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Jacksonville.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Jaguars 45, Titans 10. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. The tackle calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Henry. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 17 at the 36-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Finding some room at midfield. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Jaguars 52, Titans 10. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And they take a knee.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Titans going to use the first